Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah. Very quickly, I want to welcome everyone once again to the last Jummah for the month of Dhul Hijjah and the year 1444 years after the Hijrah. The next time, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spare our life, we'll be observing Jummah. The next time it will be in the month of Muharram, the first Jummah for the year 1445, if we live to see that time. So we give praise and thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with whose permission we're able to assemble here for our Jummah. Quickly, I just want to remind everyone that this evening after the Maghrib Salah, we kick off the Abdul Qadir Shah Amex Street Football Tournament, and we invite everyone to come and join with us as we kick off the tournament this evening. We have several games beginning after the Maghrib Salah, we have the Tafli and so on, so you can bring the family and come and spend the evening with us for Maghrib and Isha and support the youths and your teams and so on, inshallah ta'ala. As usual, we continue with the madrasa after the Maghrib on Saturdays for those who want to come out and learn the prayer according to the Quran and Sunnah and the Prophet Muhammad and learn the Book of Allah, the recitation. These classes continue, and our Arabic classes will continue Quranic Arabic on Sundays from 7 to 9, inshallah ta'ala. Apart from that, we have the Ashura coming up, and we have the Iftar started for most tentatively the 28th. Okay. Alright, so I will just inform the game tonight is started after the Isha Salah, my bad. Alright, so you can come out and spend the Maghrib with us and assist in helping us and so on and supporting. So tonight as the opening night, we'll be starting the game after the Isha. Alright, the day of Ashura, which is the 10th of Muharram, we usually have it as an iftar and then in masjid. We invite our members to come out and join and break the fast with us. You know, it is the sunnah of the Prophet to fast that day. And those of us who could fast the day before or the day after as well. But as a Jamaat, we'll be meeting here on the 10th of Muharram to break the fast, and you're all invited to join us. These are some of the events coming up. But for the next 2 months, we'll be engaging in the street football tournament as well as trying to build a keeping going. In the meantime, those families, those brothers, sisters who would like to assist us with the tournament, like on behalf of your family, you would like to give a prize, a trophy, or some gifts that could help us to defray the expenses of the tournament, will be much appreciated, you know. To say on behalf of the Hussein or Ali or the Khan family, you know, we want to give this prize or this trophy for the best valuable player, the most youngest player, the eldest player, or the best promising player, so that the case could be, you can come out and assist us and give one of these prizes. It's not much, maybe $1,000, $700 or $400, the case may be, you know, for one of these trophies or cash to donate towards it. As a family, come together and help us, inshallah, be part of the tournament. Okay, today we'd like to welcome our brother Ustad Musa, who will take us through our Jummah Salah today.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما فإن خير الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار ثم أما بعد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said within His book that verily those who say that our Lord is Allah, they say this and they act upon it. ثُمَّ اسْتَقَامُوا. And then, after saying this and acting upon it, they are steadfast upon it. They are upright upon their statements. Then, تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. The angels descend upon them. أَلَّا تَخَافُوا. To not fear. Meaning, do not fear that which could come in the future. وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا. And do not grieve for what has gone in the past. وَأَبْشِرُوا بِالْجَنَّةِ الَّتِي كُنْتُمْ تُوعَدُونَ. And gain glad tidings of a Jannah that you were promised. My dear brothers and sisters, al-istiqamah, or uprightness, or steadfastness, or continuing upon the deen is a very important matter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said within His book, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ حَقَّ تُقَاتِهِ وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. O ye who believe, fear Allah, be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and do not die except in a state of Islam, showing that you must have istiqamah, or you must have steadfastness and uprightness regarding al-Islam. Likewise, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked a question. Say to me a statement in Islam that no one else has asked you about. So then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Qul amantu billah." Say, I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thumma istaqim, and then be upright and steadfast. So this issue of istiqamah in terms of doing what we're supposed to do as Muslims is extremely important. Yes, there would be times when it is that we would feel less enthusiastic. There would be times when we would feel, and I am using the word feel here, we would feel lazy. We would feel less enthusiastic. We would feel, well, it's just sunnah. You don't have to do that. But let us not justify these feelings. Let us not succumb to these feelings of laziness and procrastination. As one of the poets of the past, he said, وَمَنْ طَلَبَ الْعُلَى سَهِرَ اللَّيَالِي. Whomsoever he wants to reach the heights, and this was in terms of knowledge, he would stay up in the night. Meaning that he would be one studying, revising, reviewing. So we have to make sure and not justify these feelings, number one, or not try to justify these feelings, and number two, to not succumb to them. And to remain upon the path of Islam and upon the path of the Sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And we see it within our daily lives. You might say, well, I'm going to just pray the Fajr Salah. I don't bound to pray the Sunnah. The Sunnah is not compulsory, so I don't bound to pray it. Or I don't bound to pray the Sunnah for Dhuhr. Or say, for example, it is early in the morning when the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descend. We might say, well, the night long ago we took a Fajr, inshallah. This is not compulsory upon me. Yes, it may not be. Yes, it wouldn't be. My dear brothers and sisters, we have to make effort and not succumb to these particular voices and whispers. Because we would hear many whispers from different people and from different sources. But we cannot succumb to that which would make us lazy, which would make us procrastinate, which would make us turn away from righteousness, which would make us even do sin. And another issue regarding istiqamah is that we might see a brother or a sister, when they now come into Islam, or when they now start to practice Islam, you see that they do everything possible to practice Islam. MashaAllah. You see the brother with a thobe and a beard, and you see the sister covering her face or wearing full hijab, MashaAllah. But then after a while, you see that all of a sudden, things start to leave. All of a sudden, the beard goes away. All of a sudden, the thobe goes away. All of a sudden, the veil or the hijab goes away. All of a sudden, you see that person not practicing Islam as strong as they used to. Why is that? It is because slow and steady wins the race. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, أَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَدْوَمُهَا وَإِنْ قَلَّ. The most beloved actions to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are those which are done on a continuous basis until death. Those which are done on a continuous basis. So the one who memorizes one ayah per day is better than the one who memorizes 4 pages in one day, and for like about 2 weeks he leaves off the Quran. Because the Prophet ﷺ pointed us towards that. And why did he do so? It is because the issue is not how fast you run. The issue is not how fast you practice Islam, or how fast you pick it up, or how fast you memorize Quran, or etc. But the issue is that if you could stick to what you are doing. That is the issue. If you could hold on, if it is that you could remain steadfast as a Muslim, and if you could remain steadfast upon the sunnah of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, even if it is that the winds of change blow left, right, center, up and down, you're like a pillar. Nothing could move you. That is what matters. Because as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَدْ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. Whatever you are doing for yourself, whatever you do, whatever is good for Allah, it would go away. And whatever is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it would remain. It would remain. Imam Malik, may Allah have mercy upon him, when he wrote his famous book, which has survived until this century. Imam Malik died in the year 179 after the Hijrah. He was known as the Imam of Medina in terms of hadith and in terms of fiqh. Imam Malik wrote a book called the Muwatta, about 800 ahadith or so. Small collection. All the people around him were asking him, well, you think that this is going to survive, this small collection here? 800 ahadith only? And Imam Malik told them, مَا كَانَ لِلَّهِ يَبْقَى. Whatever is for Allah, it remains. And look, up to this day, in different madaris, in different schools, in different Islamic universities, in different masajid, in different homes, the Muwatta of Imam Malik is still being read. The Muwatta even reached Trinidad and Guyana and the US, places that Imam Malik never saw in his life, or even never thought of in his life. It has reached here. Because of why? Ikhlas, sincerity, and al-istiqamah, remaining upon the path of al-Islam, regardless of what happens, and regardless of who whispers, and who say, and he said, and she said, and them say, and the media said. So my dear brothers and sisters, make sure that we take Islam step by step. Make sure that we do what we're supposed to do from the basics going up. Praying the 5 times salah. Giving the zakah once we are able to give the zakah. Fasting during the month of Ramadan. If we can make the hajj, we make the hajj. Doing that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered, and staying away from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden, and trying our very best to remain upon this until we die. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man ittaba al-huda, thumma amma ba'd. My dear brothers and sisters, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, وَقَالَتِ الْأَعْرَابُ آمَنَّا. The Bedouin Arabs, they said that we believed. Because when it is that they came into Islam, they said, okay, we are going to take this on and we are going to get serious with it. So they said, Amanna, we truly believe. قُلْ لَمْ تُؤْمِنُوا. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was ordered to say to them, you haven't believed as yet. وَلَكِنْ قُولُوا أَسْلَمْنَا. but rather say that we have submitted to Allah. وَلَمَّا يَدْخُلِ الْإِيمَانُ فِي قُلُوبِكُمْ. But Iman hasn't entered into your hearts as yet. Because Iman comes with what? That we stay upon the correct way. That we stay upon al-istiqamah. That you are upright and you are consistent and you do what you are supposed to do. And it's the same thing, whether it is that we are doing our daily activities as Muslims, from the Fard and the Sunnah and the Adhkar, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the mornings and the evenings. Likewise in terms of seeking knowledge. Because there would be times when things get difficult, when things get hard, and your mind might be able to wrap around it at a particular point in time. So you cannot rely upon your brilliance, your intelligence, or your intellect. Now it is time to rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will see what you are made of. One time, a great scholar in Nahu, a great scholar in Arabic language, he became a great scholar. Before that, he couldn't wrap his head around Arabic grammar. He couldn't do it. It was too difficult for him. So then what happened is that he was sitting in his home, I believe it was, and he saw a beetle. The beetle would go up, then fall down. It would go up, then fall down. When it reached further, it fall down again. He took a time to watch that beetle, but that beetle taught him a lesson. Because the Muslim takes lessons from everything. He kept going up, he reached very high, fall down again. That beetle goes up, nah. He went up until he reached his destination. He said, look, well, if this beetle, this animal could reach up this high wall and came and went down and came and went down, what about me? So he said that he's going to try, inshaAllah ta'ala, and he became an imam. Not only strong in Arabic language, he became an imam in Arabic language. He became an imam in Arabic language. This is the fruits of al-istiqamah. And the way to keep al-istiqamah, the way to be steadfast upon the religion is number one, al-ikhlas. A lot of things they return to being sincere in the religion. When we find people going away from steadfastness, we have to question the intentions. Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, verily a man will do the actions of the people of Jannah until there is only between him and Jannah a handspan. And then the book precedes him, and then he becomes from the people of the fire. And in some riwayat of the hadith, it says, Fima yabdul nas, that he is doing the actions of the people of Jannah from what is apparent to the people. So we have to have al-ikhlas. That's number one. We have to be sincere to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we have to purify our hearts. The second thing regarding al-istiqamah, how to stay upon it, is that we have to seek knowledge. We have to know what we're supposed to do as Muslims and what we aren't supposed to do as Muslims. Because verily, as Ibn Sirin, he said, that verily this knowledge is the religion. This knowledge is the religion. So we have to gain knowledge as to what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. The third thing is having good khutbah, good companions, good people to be around us, to encourage us toward righteousness. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى, and cooperate upon righteousness and the consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when it is that we have companions or friends who help us in this regard, we would push forth. But if we have companions, and even the Muslim ones, if we have companions every minute, take a smoke, take a drink, watch a movie, line, and that's all they're doing, and they're not carrying in the masjid to learn something from the book of Allah, or to learn something from the sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, or to learn matters about your religion, or to pray your salah. These friends will carry you and may not bring you back. That is the reality. So a suhbah, or having good companions, is essential to al-istiqamah. As for that, yes, the fourth thing regarding istiqamah, before I forget, is that we must take our time regarding al-Islam. Not saying procrastinate, but we must take our time. Meaning that if it is that we are doing good deeds, we do it according to our ability. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُمْ. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the best of your ability. If you can make 4 rak'ah every night, 4 rak'ah is very good. It's better than 0 rak'ah. If you can make 2, make 2. It's better than 0. But when you add it up for the year, how much is it equal to? 365 or 360 days in the year, or 364 days in the year. You are speaking about 700 plus raka'at. 700 plus raka'at in the night, and you begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How much would that be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the day of judgment? Just because, although we think that it is a small deed, تَحْسَبُونَهُ هَيِّنًا وَهُوَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَظِيمٌ. We think that it is a small deed, but with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is indeed one of the greatest deeds you could do as a Muslim. So, even if it is that the actions are small actions, you memorize 1 ayah a day, you memorize 1 hadith a day. Of course, if you have the ability to memorize more, the merrier. But you memorize one, how much you would finish it in a month? You would finish 30. SubhanAllah. That is a whole long surah, or 1.5 page surah, or 1 page surah in Juz Amma. But that's 1 ayah per day. So don't look down at any good and righteous action. Do it, but do it according to the best of your ability, and do it step by step, bit to bit. And what takes us away from istiqamah is the opposite. One of the things, or a few of the things: number 1, insincerity. Number 2, the enemies from the inside and the outside. The enemies from the inside and the outside. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala eloquently puts it in Surah Al-Falaq and Surah Al-Nas. Surah Al-Falaq deals with the enemies outside. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. Seeking refuge in the Lord of the daybreak from the evil He has created, the outside enemies. ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب, and from the evil that the night brings about. The Gosik, according to many scholars, it refers to the moon when it comes out, meaning the night. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. So seeking refuge from the night and seeking refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the magician who is blowing in nuts to harm you. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. And from the evil of the person who is jealous. These are your outside enemies. The night which it is that you have many of the evil shayateen from jinn and mankind. The people who are magicians and the people who are jealous people, who have what they call bad mind. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the internal enemy. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind. Malikin nas, who is the king or the one who has dominion over mankind. Ilahin nas, the one who is worshipped by mankind. Min sharri al-waswas al-khannas alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas min al-jannati wan nas. From the whisperings of the khannas, and who is the khannas? Alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas, the one who whispers into the hearts of men, from the jinn and the mankind, your internal enemy. So we have to be very careful regarding the external and the internal. And we have to purify our external, meaning that we stay away from places of sin, we stay away from places of innovation, we stay away from places of shirk, and we stay away from people who are jealous, and we stay away from magicians. And also the internal enemy. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. That the one who is successful, he purifies himself. And the one who has lost, he is the one who has sullied himself. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant all of us al-istiqamah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant all of us that steadfastness and uprightness upon righteousness, not upon nonsense. Upon righteousness and upon righteous deeds until we die. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Aqimus salat. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشعة عاملة ناصبة تصلى نارا حامية تسقى من عين آنية ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع وجوه يومئذ ناعمة لسعيها راضية في جنة عالية لا تسمع فيها لاغية فيها عين جارية فيها سرر مرفوعة وأكواب موضوعة ونمارق مصفوفة وزرابي مبثوثة أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إن إلينا إيابهم ثم إن علينا حسابهم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.